How's Coach Williams holding up through all this?
I mean, he's holding up well. I mean, he's faring with it better than I thought he would. I mean, he's been a little stressed out about it, but I mean, I think he's taking it well. Wish it didn't happen. I mean, I wish people wouldn't bash Coach Williams because I know he's a great guy, and I mean, I know what he stands for. He's always on us about our academics and things like that. So I mean, it really hurts me to know that people are doing that to him. But I mean, he's been faring with it the best he can.
You said Coach was a little bit stressed out, or you could tell it's affecting him a little bit.
I mean, it's really been affecting him. I mean, just knowing. I mean, he has to watch TV, so I mean, people have been saying he needs to be fired and things like that. I mean, that would stress you out, wouldn't it? I mean, so I mean.
Just wondered how y'all see it. You know,
I mean,
or if he talks about it, or.
I mean, you can see it on his face some days, and then other days, he talks about it. When like we have a bad practice, he he'll talk to us about it. So I mean, it's just the one thing we just try to make everything as normal as possible for him. Just try to get his mind off of it. We try to have a great practice so he can have basketball as a sanctuary for him, so he can get away from things off the court.
Sense of unfairness for you. I mean, you're having to answer your non-basketball questions. Is something happening? Is there any?
I mean, yeah, it is kind of unfair just because we weren't involved. Like I said, I mean, this was stuff that happened years ago. I mean, all the classes that we take, we don't take paper classes. We all take classes with every other student. I mean, we all have to go to class every day. We don't miss classes and stuff. So, I mean, it's just really unfair for people like myself and my teammates just to have to be able to answer these questions just because we know so little about it. I mean, we know of it, but we don't know the exact details of it.
That you stepped up and volunteered to come to media to be a spokesperson for your team. Do you feel like you're really moving into a leadership role on the team going into your junior year?
Yeah, I mean, I have to be a leader. I mean, Marcus is the only leader that we really have right now. I mean, he's the only big-time returning player other than JP, but Marcus has really been the vocal leader the past couple of years. So, I mean, I have to be that other player that steps up and helps him out and be able to tell the freshmen or help the sophomores be able to get in the right spots and just be the person that tells everything that Coach wants him to tell everybody.
Has anyone had an example of a player that's been on a path like yours to kind of give you an example to turn out to follow at all? Or is it...
I don't think anybody's ever been on the path I've been on. So, I mean, the closest player I'd probably say is John Henson because he came in similar weight and he ended up being 230 like I am now. So, I mean, I try to look at the path he went through, the path he went down to get where he is now. So, I mean, I'm just trying to mimic that and be able to be that person, but be my own player at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I've eaten a lot more than I would my freshman year. I mean, freshman year I ate a lot, but I didn't eat as much as I do now. I can't stop eating now for some reason. I mean, sometimes I just catch myself eating a cream pie or something every once in a while just to, I don't know, it's just a problem. It's a problem I have now. Every time I see something, I have to eat it. So.
How good is this trio of freshmen that you guys have?
Which one? Which freshman are you talking about?
All three of them.
But they're all great in their own ways. I mean, Justin Jackson is I said this last week to DeJohn here. I said he was a walking bucket. I mean, every time you look, he makes it look so simple. And Joel Berry is a great facilitator. He can also score. And Theo Pinson is a great slasher, great rebounder. He's almost an exact copy of JP, but he's a lot. I mean, he doesn't have they're kind of similar, but they're different in their own ways. JP's a better defensive player than Theo would be. So, I mean, the sky's the limit for them. Those three are going to really help us this year. I mean, those three are the missing piece of what we were missing last year, because last year we were predominantly big guys, but this year we have a level playing field on both sides of the court.
So what will you need out of those guys this year?
I'm going to need them to not play like freshmen. I need them to. I mean, you have to expect them to make those freshman mistakes every once in a while, but I'm gonna need them to grow up really fast. I mean, I'm gonna need them to grow up faster than what we had to do. I mean, we had to grow up pretty fast, but I'm gonna need them to really grow up and be those big time players that we really need them to be, because if this team really wants to be successful, I mean, me and Kennedy are a big factor in it. Isaiah's a big factor, but those three are really going to be the big factor for this team to be successful.
If you look around your locker room or look around practice and go, yeah, this seems like maybe it's a Final Four team to me, or it could be an ACC championship type team to me. I mean, you've been around good teams before. How does this team look to you?
I mean, this would probably be the most confident I've been going into a season since I've been here. I can say freshman year, we're very young. Didn't have a good. We had to live or die by the 3-pointer my freshman year, and then last year we had to live and die whether Marcus was going to show up in the second half and be able to get us over the top at the end of the game, because I mean he didn't. We'd start the game off slow and then had to fight our way out of a hole. And I mean, we had to worry about all the NCAA stuff with PJ and Leslie the entire year, half the year leading up to the ACC players. So we didn't know whether we're going to have them. But this year we don't have any of those problems. We can just worry about what's ahead of us and worry about each game and be able to be ready to play for those.